is Queen here at another week at Where's the Beef with Shaggy, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be another spicy one. What do you think, Shaggy?
Like, I think the place is gonna burn down after these beefs. Like, dang.
It's going to be so good. Well, here's what's going to happen for this week.
Tonight, there actually isn't no beef. But tonight, it's off the grill with the Almighty One telling his story and his side of the story on this wonderful show. But I want to tell you what I have beef with. I have beef with that there's no fucking beef on this fucking show. Where the fuck is my A1 beef steak? Where the fuck is my hamburger meat? Where the fuck is the real beef? Because, you know, my stomach is rumbling. You don't have to say it about that. When you say it's going to ruck you, Racky, and ruck you all, because you didn't give me my fucking beef. Now, fuck you. Goodbye. Where the fuck's my actual beef? I'm starving. Love you.
Wow, that was some spiciness. What do you think? What do you think?
Like, I don't know what to think, but I'm not hungry anymore, because it burned my stomach. Like,
Oh boy, it is a little spicy. Well, back to you, Shaggy, with taking a look at some of our guests for tonight.
are you guys excited for Where's the Beef?
Yay! Yes.
Like, man, I'm ready to eat a giant cookie with ketchup.
Oh, you had me a cookie. Let me know when you're smokeable, buddy. I'll be right there with you.
Hell yeah.
Ready?
We're gonna have a bowl. What's up, Basic Beach? Like, I love it. Are you excited for Where's the Beef? Hell yeah. Where's the Spirit? Are you guys excited for Where's the Beef?
Always.
Hell yeah. There you go. That's the... Hey, Porter.
Hey.
Are you ready for Where's the Beef?
Yeah. I'm ready.
Hell yeah.
Are we in the right instance?
Yes, you are.
We're in the right one.
Are you excited for Where's the Beef? Oh, you changed your name.
This is
Not in the wrong
no.
one.
They suspended my account for 24 hours. So I'm using my friend's
Let
account.
everyone know.
Oh, okay. Should I follow or no?
I don't. Yeah, you can follow. I don't know why they suspended my account though.
That's weird. Are you guys excited for Where's the Beef? Hell yeah, that's the spirit. Hell yeah. He's excited. He's just sitting on the floor waiting for excitement. There you go. Katie, are you ready for Where's the Beef?
Yes, I am.
Hell yeah, there you go. High five there. Woohoo!
All right, tonight on What's the Beef, we have nobody that's going to get up on stage right now, but we are going to have an open invite. So come on down and get between two Oreo cookies. Be the vanilla cream that will splatter all over the stage. Only on the best show in the metaverse, Where's the Beef, with your host, Captain Jack. Every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, right here in the greatest land of all, the metaverse.
Hell yeah, dude. You excited for Where's the Beef?
First time in here.
Hell yeah, dude. You're gonna freaking love it. We're glad to have you here.
Right. I know Captain Jack. I done been in the bingo hall with him a couple times. So when I seen him, I was like, go check his world out.
Oh, damn straight. Well, enjoy the show. And I work at Black Pearl Bingo if you ever want to come down. It's pretty great.
All right. Y'all ain't got no beer in there like that? I
What?
wouldn't have beef with no beer.
Huh? Thanks. What? Did you say beer or something? Or what?
Yeah, beer. How you gonna have beef with no beer?
Yeah, that's right. Where is the beer? We gotta put that in. For real though, we need to put it in a bar. I'll let them know.
What episode was the last episode?
I think it was episode 7.
It was 7. It's not out yet, huh?
It was the one. Yeah, it's already out.
On YouTube, I can't find it.
Can't find it. All right. It was the one with you and hang on. I uploaded it. I
Oh,
uploaded
yeah,
it
he
Saturday.
found it. He found it. He found it. He found it.
All right, awesome.
Okay.
We're about to get started in 6 minutes.
Episode.
Jay, you excited for Where's the Beef?
Hell yeah, what's up, Shaggy? Oh,
Well, ain't not much, man. What's up with you?
how you doing today, bro?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good, man. Nice to
Yeah, it's
see
fun.
you. Yeah, I've been here for about
It is.
45 minutes, man. I was trying to make sure I
That's
had
not using
a nice seat, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yes,
Can't
sir.
lose that. This is the
Right.
J. This is the J seat.
I guess so. I'll claim it.
Hell yeah, dude. We're gonna have to
on,
put
man.
your name on it at some point.
No, we don't have to do that. I think it's my first time sitting here, man. But it's a good view.
That's a good view.
Down there. Yeah. Who's coming in today? Who has the beef?
As of right now, it's audience participation. We couldn't find a beef this week, so we'll be asking the audience to come up on stage and talking about something. So it should be good. It should be interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Someone behind me?
Relaxing. You were sleeping, but are you ready for Where's the Beef?
Exactly. Now, I wonder what beef this is going to be. This is going to be an interesting one because I am so down for it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, same here, dude. I'm excited for cooking beef. It's gonna be on fire.
No.
I
she
mean,
doesn't,
are you
but
talking
she
nose
can be
fire?
she could be the moderator.
Oh fuck.
Until we get some people over, and then
You know what's funny? I never really noticed that.
By the way, where's
Jesus.
your girlfriend? I invited her here.
She's getting ready for butt pro bingo. She might be hanging out in other places. So
Wait, she's a moderator?
Okay, perfect.
yeah, she's a moderator,
Okay.
and she's gonna try calling tonight.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop off here.
I'll have
so
to come
I can
support.
get with Captain and
Hell yeah,
stuff,
dude.
so-
I'll be there around 10.
Well, I mean,
but
yeah, you work there now. Well, you've always worked
Yeah.
there, so yeah, you're going to have to come over there.
Yeah. I gotta get ready, dude. But enjoy the show, bro. I'll
You're
see
in
you at
the
Butt
middle,
Pro Bingo.
correct?
Oh yeah. Baby D, are you excited for Where's the Beef?
Yes, I am.
Hell yeah, that's the spirit. Yeah. Oh, it's almost time to film.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Where's the Beef? And now, your host, the Big Mac himself, Captain Jack Morgan. Greetings and salutations to one and all. I am Captain Jack Morgan, and welcome to Where's the Beef? The show where you get to tell us all about your beef that you may have with one another or with anything that may be out there in the metaverse. Speaking of beef, how does everybody like the new running updates? When you start running, it looks like you've got to take a mad shit or something. And that's my opinion personally. Well, be that as it may, welcome. Tonight we are going to be having an open house, an open forum. If anybody would like to come up on stage and just let us all know what really pisses you off, either in real life or in the metaverse, whatever. If you have a beef with somebody that may be here in the audience and you would like to hash it out, you're all more than welcome to come up and discuss that. Or if you would just like to come up on stage and say, you know what, I have some things to get off of my chest, you're more than welcome to do that. If we cannot find any takers to do that, then we will be transporting this show over to my secondary show, which will be, which is called Where's the Beef Off the Grill, to where I do have a guest for that show who just wanted to basically, well, he wanted to tell his story. He's been a guest here on my show before, and he did not feel that he really got an opportunity to let everybody know just exactly what his story was. Maybe that he had gotten the short end of the stick on some things. So he really wanted to get some things off of his chest, And that show is exactly what it is for. It allows you to do that. It's kind of a continuation of this one. Supposed to take a guest that we have, but as you can see, I have Phantom 1 and Phantom 2 that don't have any guests for tonight. But like I said, if you do have something that you would like to say, please come up to the purple squares. Let me know that you'd like to come up on stage, and we will get you up on stage. If not, then I will be coming out directly in front of Mr. Shaggy Bro, and I will be putting up a portal to go to the world to where I will be interviewing my guest. I'm going to give it a few seconds to see if anybody wants to come down and have a little chit-chat. I don't see anybody moving, so I think everybody's just here for the good sport of they want to deal with everybody else's drama, but not their own. I completely understand that, believe me. I totally get it. Sometimes I'd just rather be somebody else. It's all the drama that comes through and for me, and I just, I don't want to deal with it sometimes, but if we're not going to have anybody for that, then I can say this. I'm going to go ahead and come around to the lobby. I'm going to stand right in front of Mr. Shaggy Bro right there as I grab the mic. I'm going to stand in front of Mr. Shaggy Bro. I'm going to put up the portal, and then all of us can go to the new instance for the new world that I had created. Where's the beef off the grill? So give me 1 second, and I will be right with you. All right, so here I am. I don't know if the cameraman can pick up my sound very well, but we're going to put this right in front of his face, so I guarantee he'll get that. Oh, and if you're brand new here and you have not liked and saved the world for here, please do so. I would greatly appreciate it. I've been blessed with getting over 250 likes, and I'm very happy for that. I'm trying to go to 300, so if you guys could help me out with that, I would greatly appreciate it. All right, start typing everything in. Oh, and I also will accept friend requests and whatnot. All right, so once the portal comes up, allow me to go in first so I know for a fact that I can get there. And then everybody else can just come on in. Ready? Here we go. Greetings and salutations to one and all. I am Captain Jack Morgan, and welcome to my newest talk show from Where's the Beef called Off the Grill. Here we have a quiet little sit down, and we talk to usually some of our participants that we've had on Where's the Beef. Considering they can be very, very heated, we like to kind of give this opportunity to let them cool down in a nice, calm campfire setting. Hearing the crickets, seeing the stars, getting that nice, fresh night air, well, it tends to do something to people. Well, you can calm you down. Hopefully, nobody gets their feathers totally ruffled. As you can see, sitting here to my left, we have Miss Queen. She's normally my tech director over at Where's the Beef, but we don't have any tech booth here, so she's going to be joining me on stage, and she can ask our participants some questions and join in with the conversation. Welcome, Miss Queen, to Off the Grill. Is this your first time here?
It is. It's gorgeous. I think it's very nice.
Oh, well, thank you. I worked really hard on it. Now wait until you see the VIP area.
Oh, I was already up there. It's so nice.
Oh, you went. You did go.
I did.
Now, I have
so
to ask,
nice.
did anybody like my fountain? I'm quite proud of that fountain because it actually looks like real water going down. I was quite proud of it.
That's so realistic. I freaking love it.
Thank you. Heck, there's one person up there that loves it.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much. All right, so without further ado, I would like to introduce to you my guest for this evening. This gentleman has been on Where's the Beef on three separate occasions. He has his own radio talk show in real life, so if you ever want to tune him in and listen to what he's talking about, he does play current, present, and past music of all sorts of different genres, I do believe. If I'm misspeaking, that he'll definitely let me know. but he is the one cool dude that he is known as the Almighty One 69.
Here?
That's right, just right there.
All right.
I forgot to put sides on the chairs, so you have to pay attention to you not slipping out of the chairs. So
Well,
welcome,
thankfully.
welcome, Almighty. Did I get the radio station correct to play all different types of music?
Playing the hits from the 60s to today, One Gear Radio.
There you go. And there's one stipulation that you have for your radio station of artists that you do not play, and that stipulation is...
We do not play any artists that have been involved in domestic violence or child molestation, and we also try to promote women in music, that they can play more than just pop and country. They can do hardcore hip hop and hardcore metal.
So there you go, a little something for everyone out there. So if you're looking for a new station to put on your car radio or at home for your Alexa system or your Siri, give a listen to Gear Radio. You can
One Gear
talk to
Radio.
him afterwards and he'll give you the information on how to find it. All right, so welcome to the show, Mr. Almighty. Now,
Thank you.
I do believe that last week you had told me that you had some kind of announcement that you wanted to make. Is that announcement still active to this day?
I'm afraid no, because it wasn't pleasant.
Oh, all right. Well, if it's not pleasant, we don't want to hear
However-
it. We want to try
however-
to keep it smooth, but go ahead.
However, I am getting ready to start my own talk show. I had a show called the Crazy Conservative Flaming Liberal Show, and I'm looking to put either that show back on where I need the Flaming Liberal, or I am looking to actually change it all, and we're going to call it The Truth. Can you handle it?
Very nice, very nice. And what topics would you talk about on The Truth, or is it just that, just the truth?
The truth. If
Whatever
somebody
the topic
has
is, just talk about the truth.
Right. If somebody has their version of the truth or wants to put out, and it's going to be life's like people's lives, and we're going to talk about politics, and we're going to talk about all kinds of things that are going on in the world. It's going to be my serious show.
All right. And then speaking of truth, one of the reasons why you wanted to come on here is you wanted to be able to tell your side of the story of situations that you've had going on. So, Miss Queen, if you have any questions for him, feel free to ask him now, because I'm sure once he gets started, might be a while before he stops.
Now, wait just a minute.
So you may have a lot to say.
Okay.
I do have some questions, but I'm not sure, since this is my first time being here, what type of questions I'm allowed to ask.
Well, you can ask whatever question that you want. And he knows that being part of the show, sitting here, that any questions are free questions that you can ask. And if he can't answer it, he will let you know that he cannot answer.
Okay. So, since this world is based off of Where's the Beef, the first time you were on Where's the Beef is you went against Hacker. What all started between you and Hacker to where it escalated to where it is today?
Okay, I was a caller in a bingo hall. Okay, now I was taking medication at the time. It was a steroid, a low dose steroid, and testosterone, which is a male chemical that is in a male's body. Well, it causes, that's why men are generally like aggressive and like to play sports and blah 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 blah. Not saying that women can't, whatever, but that's because I had an adrenal gland removed. So for me, it made me aggressive to the point that and being an entertainer that I like to make people laugh. It kind of backfired a lot of things on me because I was so aggressive with certain people. Now, I have had people in my life that have taught me how to calm myself down. And now that I'm no longer on the medication, I'm not subjected to all that sort of stuff. But my problem is once you get that first laugh, it's like a drug, and any entertainer or comedian will tell you that laughter is like a huge drug, and you want to go for the next big laugh, and sometimes it doesn't always work out the way you'd like it, but I try.
Okay. So, in the long story short, you tried to get a good laugh, and it wasn't something that was to some people's standards.
Yes. Now the funny thing is that people were laughing, and I would go up and say, "Hey, look, if anything I say offends you, please let me know that this is just a character that I play." Now, what led up to a lot of things between me and Hacker was I walked up to her and I said to her, look, if I'm saying anything that's offending you, please let me know, because I've heard stories. And she said, no, we're good, we're cool. Then we had this big bingo meeting where her boyfriend at the time, Gaps, I believe it was, her metaboo or whatever you want to call it, that she was dating at the time, he used to do this impersonation of Bernie Mac, a damn good impersonation of Bernie Mac. Well, I can do my own impersonations. But one of the impersonations I do is Bill Clinton. But Bill Clinton is so soft-spoken, if you're in a loud, crowded room, you can't hear me do that voice. So I would do Yogi the Bear. So he asked me, Gaps asked me, okay, why are you doing Yogi the Bear every time I turn Bernie Mac? I said, because Yogi the Bear has a louder voice. And he turned around and he said, no, there's got to be another reason. I'm like, no, that's really it. I can't do Bill Clinton in a crowded room where it's noisy. He goes, no, there's got to be another reason. Honestly, that's the reason why I'm doing it, dude. That's what I felt like doing. And he goes, no, there's got to be another reason. I said, you want another reason? They're both brown. And apparently I was labeled a racist for that. Now, I've talked to plenty of black people, and they've said, that's not racist. Not racist at all. But he wanted to say that it was. She agreed with him. So all of a sudden, now I'm a racist. But I get along with just about anyone who treats me right. If you treat me right, I'll treat you right. Like when you and I first met. You treated me right. I got nothing but respect for you. So I hope the same is returned. I don't know. But like I said, I am not a racist. I'm not some sexual deviant or whatever else everybody has been saying about me. There are things that are okay. There are things that are true. There are things that are false. And then there are things that are like right down the middle that are missing some context. And my job, like for instance, I study criminal justice. So for me, if somebody says something about somebody and enough people say it, then, you know, it might be true, but it might just also be them too. Now, it could be me. I'm not going to deny that, you know, could be me. But by the same token, like I said, I've been getting a bum rap on here, and things have happened recently, which I told you we can talk about if you want to ask questions about it. But I got to be very, like, down on the down low with it. So, yeah, I've made my mistakes. As a matter of fact, with Hacker, I even tried to make up with her. I sent somebody, Casey Louise, I believe it was, to go talk to her and see if maybe I could apologize to her if I really offended her. She wanted nothing of it. So I was like, well, I tried. So it is what it is.
Interesting.
Now, was that the only issue that you ever had with Hacker? I mean, I know that the first episode was quite an explosion. It wasn't exactly what I had thought that it was going to be, quite honestly.
Right. It was, that was an explosion, all right. At the time, I was also going through some real life stuff as well.
Can you talk about any of that?
My medication, I suffer from depression. And I'm old school, okay? I'm 54 years old. You don't go see a shrink. You talk to your friends or you handle it yourself. Well, I guess I can't do it all. And there was a time I actually wanted to not live anymore. And I've had some real life drama that started in here that ended up in the real world. Plus, one of my best friends died of cancer recently. And I've just had a rough go of it the last few months. I've been to court. I feel as though that why I'm going to court is not justified. The decision that was made, I don't think was justified. Um, I know Hacker one time, and I just thought about this recently. Hacker said that if I can make her mad, if she can make me mad enough to punch her in here, which that's not exactly what happened, okay, that she could make me mad enough to punch her in real life. Well, no, okay, I'm pretty good control of my temper generally. Oh, I get heated. I'm from upstate New York. I can get heated, okay? But I can tell you that in 54 years, I have had to put my hands on 3 women. Okay, one because she punched me in the face. The first one punched me in the face, and I defended myself. And I didn't hit her. I just kind of pushed her away. The second one knew Taekwondo, and I was taking Taekwondo. And back in the 80s, you didn't call a woman a bitch. That was very offensive. Nowadays, apparently, some women use that as a badge of honor. My friend called her a bitch. She did a flying reverse roundhouse, put him in a coma for 2 weeks. So I went to talk to her about it, and I called her a bitch, and she tried that same maneuver on me. And while I did a James Brown split, grabbed her by the bottom of her legs, dumped her on her ass. The third time was when the internet first came out. I met some girl online. I'm an ex-Navy cook. I said, hey, instead of going out to dinner, how about we cook at your place? So we went to cook dinner. I'm stirring something on the pot. I'm looking at the wall, and I see the shadow go up the wall. Next thing I know, I'm turning around. This woman has a chef's knife, and she got within like inches of my face. She was trying to stab me. So I punched her in the face, ran downstairs, grabbed a payphone. That tells you how long ago that was. Called the police. She was wanted in, 5 other states for killing 6 other men? So I would have been number 7. That is the only time I've ever had to put my hands on a woman. I as angry as I can get, I would never, ever hit a woman. Period.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this ties into the court case. I would never do some of the things that I'm being accused of because I'm a licensed security guard. I have a degree in criminal justice. I'm not ruining that for anybody.
I do remember that argument though, where she states that you know me. Okay, let's get real now. I know we said that we want to keep this a little slightly calm and cooled, and I honestly am gonna try to do my very best. But I'm a blunt person, and you know me, and I'm always going to be blunt because I feel like if you shouldn't have to beat around the bush, is what people say, right? Okay. I was there during that whole incident where there was an argument between you and Hacker. And from my point of view, I'll say it this way, from my point of view, you did go up to her and meta punch her in the face. That did happen from my point of view. And my point. Now you could have been pointing your finger at her and putting it in your face, but you still went to her, put your finger in her face, like literally physically in her face, which looked like it was punching her, if that's what you're saying. So, do you understand where some people, like Hacker, when that happens to her and she is upset in that sort of way, where she would to come to you and be like, look, you just punched me in the face, like, do you not?
Well, Captain Jack and I were talking about this earlier, if you don't mind me saying, and I sat there and said, I don't ever remember punching her in the face. And what he had told me was, I went like this to say, stop doing what you're doing, and she moved forward just as I went like this. Now, I'm only going off of what I've heard. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. Okay?
I am not sure that she even did move forward, because at that point she was literally saying, get away from me, get away from me, get out
Now
of my
I know that
face."
the other
That's what she
person
was saying.
involved was doing that, but
Yes, the other person involved straight up hit her in the face like twice. They balled up
Right.
his fists and went straight
he did
after
that on
her
purpose.
swinging.
yes,
He did that on purpose.
I'm sure that it was probably me just extending my arm and it went through somebody's face. I do remember that, but I wasn't hitting anybody.
Interesting.
Now, really quick, Miss Sweet Lady, right? You were down here. Did you have a question by chance?
I do.
All right. We
If
do
that's
take
okay.
audience questions, so if anybody ever has any questions, don't be shy. I mean, you can always come up and ask. This is,
Oh.
after all, Where's the Beef? It's just off the grill. It's in a more peaceful setting. Well, that doesn't mean we're all going to get complete 100% peace, but it's, it's
yeah.
still Where's the
And
Beef?
I've just
so-
started fasting, so
There you go. So he's hungry. So there you go.
And what does fasting have to do with it? You're hungry?
getting there.
He wants
Okay.
the beef. He wants the beef.
All right. Well, as I'm listening to you, Almighty, and we had a conversation earlier today, I hear you making excuses for what you did. This is not an attack. This is trying to make you be aware of what you're doing. I have heard you make excuses for many things that you have done, none of which I feel like you took accountability for. And then you get on a soapbox telling all about hitting women and how you did or did not. So my question to Almighty is, at what point do you take accountability for the things that you have done to people?
I have taken accountability for some of the things that I've been accused of, but I can't take accountability for things that I didn't do either. Now, understand something. Back then I was taking medication, and hey, people take medication and it affects people differently. I was just a little more aggressive back then. I'm not making excuses for it. I mean, it just was the medication. I had weird side effects. Okay, but now that I'm off the medication, I don't have to worry about that anymore. And I'm calm, so to speak.
So you're all fixed.
80%, I would say. I've got some things that I'm
I have
still
no idea if
working
he's
on
been
medically.
neutered, but
No, I have not been neutered. I've had my
That
adrenal
might
gland.
help.
I've had one of my adrenal glands removed because
Okay, yeah, I don't want to go into your body
Yeah.
parts. My thing
So-
is your behavior and the rude things that you have said. You accused me of calling you an asshole. I didn't even know you. You came to me and said that. So my thing to you is to be aware of what you're saying and what you're doing.
yeah. And once I found out it wasn't you,
If it is at all gonna hurt anybody, don't say it. Don't do it. Don't
Right,
put
and when
your
I found-
finger, any part of your body, in anybody's face, whatever. That's the only way to get past what you've done
right.
in the
And when I
past.
found out it wasn't you, I said, "Hey, I'm sorry. I thought it was you. I was mistaken. I took accountability for it."
You got a lot more to do, though.
Hey, you know what? I don't
That's
try to be
all I got
perfect.
to say.
I
That's
don't
all
try
I
to be
got to say.
perfect. I try to
That's all I got
grow
to say.
each day.
Thanks. Oh, excuse me.
thank you very much, sweet lady. I do appreciate the question.
Thank you, sweet
there's-
lady.
There's the one of my favorite names, the Throbbing Robin. Right? Actually, it's the Throbbing Rob right now. I'm not saying the
Yeah,
for
they-
the bin,
they
but
cut
I
it
know
off,
it's Throbbing
sadly.
Robin. So what you got going on for you, Robin? And welcome to Off the Grill.
Thank you. So you and Hacker had a disagreement over a meta punch. That's what I'm hearing.
No, it was before that.
Okay. I'm
It was
just
before that.
trying to figure out. So, does somebody have any resentment towards you about a meta punch, or what's this thing about this meta punch? I'm trying to understand.
There was a
So-
there was. Go ahead.
The statement for this is the reason why we're even talking about it is because there was a statement made that if someone can make someone in VR so mad to meta punch you, then that means they could punch you in real life. That's what they. That's what that's what has been said. It's to your opinion if you think that is true or not. In my opinion, if you get mad in general, anyone can do anything. So it could very well be a thing. It could very well not be a thing.
Yeah, but I know better than to hit a woman. I'll
I
break
think-
one of my own things rather than hit a woman ever.
I think personally, people try to do the little meta punch or whatever because they know that they're avatars and they know that they can't be hurt. Like I could tell any one of you to come over here and punch me dead in the face, and it's not going to do anything to me. I'm not going to feel
Yeah,
it.
but it's not
you
the
know.
fact that you're not going to feel it. It's fine. Like that's cool that you're not going to feel it. The thing is, it's still respect. Like we're still humans, although we are meta humans. We're still humans. We still all deserve respect. It should go around in general. Like in my opinion,
No,
I don't
I'm
think
not disagreeing
if you're
with that. I'm not
fighting, you should
disagreeing with
not
it at all.
meta punch anyone because it's although it doesn't
No.
hurt, it's still disrespectful. Like it's just not okay.
I completely
then I can
agree.
turn
But with
around
that
and
being
say, you
said, I'm
mean-
just saying I think people do it for that fact is because they know
Yeah.
that they can get away with it because nobody can do anything to them. It's not like anybody can fight back. It's like if
You
somebody
mean-
throws a punch at me and it goes through my head, doesn't mean if I try to punch them now it's going to actually connect and hurt their avatar.
Mhm.
So
Well, there are
they
some
do it just
people
because
that
they want
have
to do it.
oh shoot, what's it called? Some people do actually have that sense
Like
to
a
where-
sensory. Mhm.
Yeah, for the phantom touch. So some
Phantom
people
sense.
actually do have phantom sense. Some people actually have it. So what if we're having an argument and you slap the crap out of me and I have phantom sense and I feel it? Like how would you feel about that? Like it's something that you have to be mindful of because some people have PTSD. Me personally, I was
Mhm.
physically, mentally abused. I've told you about this stuff. If someone in here were to come up to me and fight with me and slap me, I would probably have a panic attack because of what I would probably have a flashback of what happened to me before. So
well,
it's something that
I too have been physically and verbally abused too, so I know what that's like. By one of my ex fiancées, and I didn't even know that it was happening until after she left. So that's another reason why I would never ever abuse a woman like that. Period.
What was that your question?
Yeah,
I know we kind of got off topic a little bit.
No, it's all
welcome.
good. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Robin. Spitfire, do you have a question?
Yes. This is 18 and over, correct?
Correct. Say whatever the fuck you want.
You really think you're fooling anyone with your bullshit?
Oh, well.
The amount of excuses that have come out of your mouth are fucking hilarious, dude. I couldn't stop fucking laughing. You had an excuse. You're a rotten human being. I hang out with about 25 of us, and every single one of us has a story of some rude, chauvinistic asshole thing that you have said, including myself and your little liberal, conservative crap thing that you do.
I
What,
don't
we're gonna blame
remember
that
you
on the
ever being on that show.
testosterone? No, I heard all about it when you were trying to recruit people for it. You're rude. You
I haven't
really need to
recruited
look in the
anybody for it.
mirror and see yourself.
Okay.
And the crap
I don't
that's coming
know
out of your
you.
mouth.
I've never said anything to you that I know of. So
You have.
okay. Well.
None of us.
Okay. Well.
Thank you.
Again.
You are rude.
Okay. Well, that's your opinion. I
And,
respect
and
your opinion.
the fact that this hacker person is seriously, this is the meta. Putting fingers, it's not even real. It's you're being an asshole is the point.
Okay. Well, you don't know the other side of the
Talking
story.
about putting
you don't know
hands
the other
on
side of the
women,
story.
things like that.
You
You're
don't
an
know the
asshole.
other side of the story, but that's fine. You have an opinion that's based on what other people have said. You don't know my side of the story.
But when
you're gonna-
everybody has
but
the
wait a
same
minute, wait,
fucking
wait, wait, wait,
opinion,
wait,
you
wait,
just
wait, wait,
gonna
wait,
brush
wait,
that
wait.
under the rug and it doesn't
wait.
count and it's not relevant?
No, that's not true. because I tried to come up to Hacker and say, hey, if there's anything that I said that offended you, please let me know. She said, no, there isn't. So I thought, okay, we're cool then.
And was that
But if
the
you
case?
don't come up to me and say, hey, what
well, maybe
if you
because
like,
you're
wait a minute,
such
like
a
if
jerk,
let's say you
people
and I
feel
are talking. Wait a minute,
uncomfortable
let's say
to
if you and I
something
are
for you.
talking. Let's say you and I are talking, and you say something in front of a bunch of people that I didn't appreciate. What I will do is instead of embarrassing you in front of everybody, I will take you aside and say, hey, I didn't appreciate that. What was your meaning behind that? Da 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 da. And if somebody does that to me, I'll say, hey, dude, look, I'm sorry, man. That's not what I meant. This is what I was trying to do.
Oh,
I was
that's
just trying to make
what
you
you
laugh.
do. But 5 seconds ago, you were on testosterone poking people's avatars. Which one is it? Keep your fucking lies straight.
Okay, well, believe what you want. I'm not lying. I don't have that capability anymore.
Thank you, Spitfire, for your question, comment. They're all appreciated. Some are a little harsher than others, but it's the nature of the beast. We know that some of them are going to be
may I make a,
nice.
I'm not here to
some
be
are not.
attacked. So if you're coming up to attack me, I'm just not for it anymore. So have fun with that.
Miss Potter Twins, do you happen to have a question?
No, but I want to have one moment with another person just being cruelty to my buddy over there, Miss Buddy. It's disrespectful for everyone that's cruelty to him knows better. I'm sorry. This is wrong. I'm sorry, okay? If you don't like that, know it and move on, everyone. Sorry.
Oh, but
I gotta get off my chest.
All right. Well,
thank you.
We do
And
thank
Miss
you
Queen,
for your
Miss Queen,
statement.
Yes.
why is my other arm not moving? Whatever.
Is your battery dead?
It's probably dead. I'm going to change it while I'm talking. So, okay, so you talk about respect, okay, and everything like that. But yet, because of recent events, I've also been disrespected. When I get told that, when I have to hear in earshot that somebody has accused, not only doxed my name, okay, doxed my name, made threats, or what I perceive to be a threat, okay, against my life, and I'm not supposed to get angry about that. And also,
Okay.
somebody in here, believe it was little Casey, from what I was told, turned around and told a bunch of people my real name and said that I'm sleeping with little boys. I'm sorry. It only takes one crazy person to look up my name and come to my house. You talk about respect, but I don't hear it from the other end. And I'm not trying to be rude, but I don't hear anybody defending
Here's
me
an
on
answer
that.
to this. Here's an answer to this. You have to give respect to get respect. And if
Oh,
people
I give
don't know
respect.
you, well, here's the thing. If people only see the fights, the arguments, they see your actions to certain things, they do not see you giving respect. Therefore, they will not give you respect. And I have told you multiple times, just a couple of weeks ago, how many times have I told you? Let's say your Facebook account, right? On your Facebook account, you used to post videos about stuff in here. You used to record in your car, whatever you do. I don't know what you do. And you used to post videos about people in here saying, hacker is this, hacker is this. Can't believe, like, you were just hounding and hounding and hounding a hacker, right? Is that giving respect? It's not.
Okay. Okay.
You did the same thing with other people as well, though. And I have tried to tell you in the past that in order to alleviate certain situations, although she has made you upset and she has done this, there's, again, like everyone says, two different sides to different stories. In my opinion, in order to prevent this situation, she has not, in my eyes that I've seen, posted anything about you. She's barely on Facebook. She's barely on Instagram. She's barely on anything. She's never said anything to you unless she's in here talking to you or talking about you. She never posted it on social media. But in your situation, you have.
Okay, and I'm
Okay.
going to answer that. Okay, first off, nobody on this Oculus should have ever known about this page. But because of one or two people, that has started to spread. I was using that page as my own self-therapy page. If they don't like what I'm saying, get off my Facebook, a Facebook that nobody should have never known about in here. Oop, hold on. I say get off my F-book page, okay? If you don't like what I'm saying, you should have never known about this page anyway. But because of one or two individuals has started spreading things around, and this is the reason why I had to go to court, okay? Which I'm still battling that, okay? Yes, I made those posts, but a lot of the posts were there because that was how I felt. These people that are in here that are just trying to get people fighting and keep people fighting, I'm not about that drama anymore. I'm just not. But if I want to have my own therapy page, well then, so be it. If you come on there and somebody passes it to Hacker or somebody passes it to somebody else, that's not my responsibility anymore. People cannot control what I feel, and they're not responsible for my feelings. But I can't sit there and have people sitting there all of a sudden telling other people to keep the drama going.
But
If you
here's
don't
the
like
this,
what I'm
though,
saying, get off my Facebook page.
I understand that. I get that. That is your personal page, is whatever you want to say to it. And you said that people on here should not know about your Facebook page, but on one of your posts that you did post, you literally stated, my Facebook is now getting more popular because you guys, thank you, like and share. That's literally
Yeah,
what
that
you
was
did
me
state
being
in the video.
sarcastic because I was
But that
pissed.
still doesn't. How does that look good though? Like, do you see what I'm saying though? Like, how does that look good? If you're
I can't
telling
be
people to like
responsible
and
for how
share,
they feel.
how do you expect them not to like and share it, to share it with other people? How you claim that it's not supposed to, it's private, it's your personal Facebook page, but you're promoting them to give it out. So how is that something that it's kind of
Well, I don't know how you're getting
contracted?
my videos.
I'm not on your Facebook. I don't.
No,
I,
I'm
I
saying
stay away
somebody's
from that.
obviously passing them to you.
No, and yes and no. A lot of people talk about it. They don't pass it to me. They talk about it. There are some cases where some videos have been sent to me, but it's from another person who's, again, not on your Facebook page, who they've been sent to that person. It's literally like a train. It is a train.
And I know who's starting it, but at least I have an idea. Like one of 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I tried my best to try and sweep whatever me and Hacker had under the rug. I really did. I was going to be sincere. I was literally ready to apologize to her if she honestly felt slighted. And for that person who came down here, what was that girl's name again? Spitfire, for that girl Spitfire that came down here. See, now I'm taking responsibility, but I bet you're not going to give me credit for that, are you? See, again, you don't know both sides of the story. You come down here with your little group of friends, and you've heard one side of the story. And you know what? That's fine. I've studied criminal justice, and you can't always believe one story just because a group of people tell it to you. And the way if I've ever acted rude to you, well then, hey, I apologize, dude. I'm serious, and I'm being sincere. But it's a lot of times, it's also because I thought that you and I were cool, and I thought that I could be in character as my radio personality. I was wrong, okay? But I'm not.
Wait, hold
I'm
on.
not the rude person that you and your little group of friends are saying I am.
I'm sorry. Did you say that you're apologizing to Spitfire,
Mm.
and you thought that you guys were cool?
I don't know her, to be quite. I mean, I think
Oh,
I
okay.
met her
That's
twice.
what I said. That's what I was
I
thinking.
just-
Like, I thought you just said you didn't know her, but you're...
I don't know her, but I've seen her. You know, in a room or something. I don't know. So, but I've seen her. I said hello to her a few times, but as far as I know, I've never been rude to her, unless she thought I was talking to her and I was talking to somebody else. But if she thinks that I slighted her, hey, I'm sorry.
You did.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
Hold on a
Mrs.
minute.
Bronina, do you have a question?
It's more of a statement because I got elsewhere to be, but I just wanted to say that I don't feel like drama should be posted. I don't care if it's anyone's personal thing. I don't feel like any drama going on that you have with anyone else should be posted online because that's just fuel, you know? That's just my opinion.
Here's basically how that started. I had some things that were going on this year, and some of my friends were tired of hearing about what I was talking about. So I had a therapist friend said, hey, why don't you put pen to paper? Well, I don't have time for pen to paper. So I thought, here's this Facebook page I haven't used since 2019. Nobody in here knows about it. So I'll just post there. And then somebody went searching for it. I don't know who yet, but somebody went searching for it.
Trust
I would
me,
say
I've
somebody
heard
found
of
it,
the same
actually.
page, so obviously, but I feel like pen and paper would just keep the drama down, because this whole thing going on with you and Meta and anyone else or whatever, it feels like it's childish. Like everyone should talk like adults. You shouldn't be talking mess online. No one else should be talking mess online, because Meta's just a fun place to be, to hang out with people, not like, oh, I can't be here because this person over here is in here. Like, I don't feel it should be all that, but that's just my opinion, baby. Y'all do you.
I respect your opinion. Thank you.
She tried to say motherfucker, and that's okay. That's okay.
Oh, okay,
You can say
sorry. I like
motherfucker.
pulled my.
It's fine.
No, you're good.
I cuss like
18
a
and
sailor,
over,
but
so.
but thank you.
Were
That's
you
all
in the
I had to say.
military?
Maybe, maybe not. Can't tell
Well,
you
if
that.
you were, I thank you for your service.
Well, appreciate it, sweetheart. But y'all have a good night. I got elsewhere to be. That's all.
All right, thank you very much for
Oh,
your
that's right, you
statement.
turned
Electric
off the
Spoon,
emotes.
you've been waiting very patiently. It's time to do the electric slide and slide up to the audience question square and ask your question or mention your
If
statement.
you'll excuse me, I got to need a drink of water before I answer his question.
All right, no problem. If you have not had a chance to yet, if you're still brand new to this show, please like and save. I would greatly appreciate it. Maybe take some photos of yourself and post them to the world page. As long as they're not totally inappropriate for what you're saying, I'll have no problem approving your post. Let me know you were here, and that'd be greatly appreciated. This is only the second time the world's ever been used. The first time was at the end of episode 7. We had episode 8 earlier for Where's the Beef, but we didn't have anybody to beef, so technically we didn't have an episode 8, but be forewarned, season 1 is almost at an end. Episode 10 will be the season finale, and then season 2, episode 1. I have a great big surprise coming up. I already have my guest, or at least
It's
one of
not
my
me.
guests, and it's not him.
It's not me.
So, all right, you've had your drink. Awesome. Electric Spoon, what you got for us?
So I don't really have a question, and I hope you'll give me the opportunity to speak without talking over me. I'd like to provide a little bit of observation here.
Please do not remove Shaggy Bro. He is my recorder. He is my person that's filming. So do not remove him. We don't do the removings. I don't know who would have done that for whatever reason.
Yeah,
he's my camera operator.
So I'm not going to beat up on you. I know that's not a fun thing to have happen, but I can't help but make a few observations, and I think maybe it'll help you if you're willing to listen. Maybe it won't. So I've kind of been a proverbial fly on the wall as a few things have happened with yourself involved, and I'm just going to give you a third-party observation because I don't know you. I don't know you personally. I don't have any beef with you, but this is what I've seen. That the thing you opened up with today, I've actually heard you say a couple of those things in the Where's the Beef room before. So I don't know if that's stuff that's you're dwelling on it pretty heavy and you're saying it to yourself over and over. I hope you do believe some of the things you're saying and that it's stuff that you're sincere about. But I got to be honest with you, the way you talk and the way you carry yourself, it makes it hard for anybody to really want to talk to you and take you seriously. Like for example, you're kind of condescending. And that's the most I'm going to beat up on you is I'm going to tell you you are very condescending. When she was down here trying to talk to you, you talked over her and you repeated yourself and you referred to her group as her little friends. And that's just you're not going to make any headway with anybody when you refer to people that way and you look down or talk down to them. You have to reach across and be willing to talk to them as you want them to talk to
Dude.
you.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
No,
we do not
he's not
remove
doing it.
people from here. I have a feeling I know who's doing it. So please stop doing the removing. I don't really want to have to ban you permanently from my place, and trust me, I can do it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know if you're finished. If you, I don't want to interrupt.
No, go ahead, dude.
Okay. Maybe it's where I come from. I don't know. But when I said her little friends, that was not any meant for disrespect. Okay, that wasn't. But I've had problems with a few of them, and I just don't want to deal with that drama anymore. I'm done with it. I'm tired. Okay, I can't change if people won't let me. And hey, look, I'm not perfect. But what I do try to do is grow each day and learn. I'm not always going to get it right the first time. We're human. We make mistakes. The difference is I'm old-fashioned. I'm 54 years old. I'm not going to make an apology for being a man. I'm not going to make excuses for it either. Okay? If I screw up, I screw up. But if I don't know I've screwed up, you can't sit there and tell me that I'm a screw-up if I don't know that I've screwed up. I do a radio show. My radio show is a little bit of adult. And sometimes, if you've ever been an entertainer, I don't know you, so I don't judge you. But when you get that laugh, and any comedian will tell you, any entertainer will tell you, if you can get that first laugh, you try to go for the bigger laugh. Sometimes you don't get it. It's a hit and miss. Yeah, and I will admit that sometimes I don't know when to turn the entertainer off, and sometimes I don't know when to read the room. But that's my journey to take. And if you want to judge me for it, hey, judge me for it. I can't control your feelings. I can only control my feelings and what I'm trying to do to be a better person. And I'm hoping that in time, that these people up here that I know have me blocked, and some of them I have blocked, will see me for not the person I was 4 or 5 months ago when I was on medication.
What I would say to you is, I would have to agree with what Queen was saying earlier, and it was what I was thinking as she said it, and that's, I think maybe your approach needs a little bit of fine tuning in that you can't really demand respect, you command respect. And what I mean by command respect is you have to earn it. People have to want to respect you. You're never going to be able to force anybody to do that in any way. And if you talk down to people because you think you deserve their respect and you're not getting it, that's never going to work. You have to reach out and reach across and see them eye to eye until they decide to give you their respect.
Well, and I have tried, but tried and failed. Now, hopefully, maybe in the future things will happen. I've got friends in here. I've got a couple of friends in here that know me, and there are people that will speak highly of me. Okay. But like I said, all I get is the negative. All I get is what's been going on in the real life right now. And, I'm a matter of fact type of person. And okay, if my voice sounds condescending, trust me, it's not intended to be that way. But I understand also that my voice, for better or worse, sounds condescending, and I don't mean it that way. And hey, look, and if I have to if that's one thing that's going to help me improve my life, well, then I thank you for that piece of advice. And I will definitely take your advice into consideration, and I will have to self-reflect.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Spoon. Do appreciate that. Now, I would like to point out one more time. Okay, we are not removing Miss Queen either. So give me a second. I need to get my tablet because I think I know who's doing it, and I'm about ready to kick them into jail right now. Excuse me one second.
Ooh,
Sorry about that, Miss
got
Queen.
another
I definitely
beef.
voted you to stay.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, we know if I
Yes,
poured
it's just
out.
absolutely ridiculous when you have a fucking troll in here, probably a child, that when I was looking around at the people that were here, I don't see them sitting in the stands anywhere. So this is somebody that is hanging about, possibly in the lobby, and they're trying to do what they can to piss me off.
Hey, Mama.
Let me see. It's either that or they did it, they tried to do it just before they left. Which is interesting because, as far as I know, I mean, you can't just keep doing poll after poll after poll unless it's for different people all the time, I guess. I'm actually surprised that this douchebag hasn't tried to kick me out of my own world.
Shh, you're next.
No, probably.
Oh, let me
Give me a
pull to
vacation, I
remove you.
dare
Give
you.
me a second. Wait, how do I even do this shit? I don't even know how. I never pulled to remove people. Like, I don't know how you even do this.
You click on their name. You click the three dots next to, on the right-hand side of their screen.
Oh, there it
and-
is. Hey, look at that. I don't want to get kicked to the jail, so I'm just not
All
going to do
right,
it.
so hopefully that will take care of that for right now. And if it happens again, then oops, I was wrong about that person. So, anyways. See, well, that's what can happen. I mean, I didn't see them around, but anyways. I just wanted to bring case in point of one of the things he did say, not making excuses, just playing devil's advocate. The one thing I do understand is playing a character, because I had to, I did the melodramatic theater back in the day for several years, and, I had to play characters when I was in the theater. And when you're on stage, you have to, do your best to be that character. And then once you're off stage, you get to go back to being yourself. Well, maybe, just maybe, some things going on in his real life that were not making him so confident. If he's being this other character that just oozes confidence and machismo and whatever you want to call it, if he became comfortable with that, then he's going to have a very difficult time. We're not removing Spitfire,
Spitfire either.
You know what? Whoever's doing it, you can kiss my 99.44 ivory white ass. You're a fucktard, you're an asshole, and I hope that you die a very slow and painful death.
Oh,
Now, we
Here
shouldn't
we
wish
go.
death on
Oh, look,
anybody.
she's
That's
there.
not
Oh,
godlike.
no. This is my show, and guess what? I'll say what I
the
want.
Corning. He's talking about corning.
Yeah.
He wants them to coin out. We're talking about corning.
Oh.
Yes. I want them to coin out, and I want their coin to rust.
Yeah, coins.
Severely. just like the person's their old granny's panties, right? All rusty.
Oh, that's so disgusting.
Anyway,
Ew.
isn't it though?
1,000 tracks.
Wait, what was that? What was that? Yeah, what was that? Anyway.
Just stop talking.
So,
about
with that
it.
being said, there could be the possibility of he's utilizing the character in order to try to be something that maybe in real life he isn't in particular. Again, devil's advocate,
That
so
is-
I'm not making excuses, but it could be a possibility. I know that
It is a
sometimes when people
good-
do not feel comfortable in situations, they'll put on a fake mask and they'll try to be something they're not. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes people do it to the extreme, which is from what I've heard from other people, what he does.
I mean, how can I run a
But here's the
radio
thing with that, though.
station where I don't play artists that have been involved in domestic violence or child molestation, but yet I'm
Even-
being called all this stuff? I recently had a fundraiser to try and raise money for a veteran who had a small wire fire in their trailer. So again, I'm not all that bad. Okay, yes, I sometimes come off a little rough around the edges. I'm not going to, deny that. But if you don't take the time to know me, well, then that's your loss, not mine.
Here's the thing with this. Although he may be playing a character, and this is one of the first things, and you should remember this is one of the first things I've ever told you when I first met you. I had no idea who you were. All I heard was stories. Okay? So you should probably remember this. Although you're playing a character and you are a comedian, you are this, you're this, you have to know your surroundings, know your audience that you are talking to, and if that audience is not particular to that specific character, you change it. You revert to where you think should be appropriate. If they feel like that is not appropriate and that is your only audience that you have, you're gonna have some setbacks if something does not change.
Okay.
There's three words that sum that up. Read the room.
Right. It has taken me years to develop the Almighty One. This wasn't something just happened overnight. I developed this character and I still develop it. To this day, I still develop it. My character is been compared to Howard Stern, been compared to Lex and Terry, who's a shock jock down here was in the Florida area. I don't know if they're still broadcasting, but they were nationally syndicated morning show. My show is more adult because on my station, I don't have to cater to the FCC. Okay, so I can do and say what I want because it's internet radio. Okay, that is my character. And you're right. I sometimes don't read the room because I get that first laugh and I go for the next big joke. And maybe it's not appropriate. Fine. But most people who know me, really know me in here, even former friends, will probably once used to say, and I'm not just talking about in here, I'm talking about all space too, when I was there. There were people that would say, why are you hanging? I have one friend that I've known for a year and a half now. One of my best friends. Oh, and her and I have had our fair share of fights where we've stopped talking for 3 months and then 3 months later, we're back to talking again. And she helps me out with what I need to do. She's one of the ones who's told me I need to read the room. I get it. Okay. I was irresponsible and didn't read the room. Again, taking responsibility for the actions that I have taken responsibility for those who say I don't. Okay. But in the meantime, it's comedy and acting is a drug. It is. Once you get accepted to that or you get that laugh, it's a drug. And I have to get off my high. And that's my fault.
Well, I'm gonna say the old saying back in the day, at least I know for a fact my dad always told me this crap every single time there was something going on, and I was just so frustrated with something. Rome was not built in a day, okay? So even if you had a character, your Almighty One character that you've been doing for so many years and all this stuff, and that's just something that you want to work on, and you do not read the room, you cannot expect people to not be upset.
But I can't be responsible for their feelings either.
No, you can't. But if you're still trying to do the same thing, still trying to not read the room when they're still there, or add to the stress or add to the drama to it by an example, posting stuff on Facebook or posting stuff on Instagram. Not saying like I'm in general, just I'm not sure if you do post stuff on Instagram, I don't know. But like I'm saying in general, if you do that type of stuff, that's adding fuel to the fire to the people who read your room and left, but you're still trying to pull that back. So you have to know. I almost wanted to say no when to hold them. No one to fold them.
Oh, good Lord.
Sorry.
Kenny Rogers flashback.
I had to.
Stop it.
I'm so sorry. But you need to learn to, when you read the room, to leave that room alone and go to a different fucking room. Just run. Run. Find other people that will like your room and stay with those people and leave these people behind. Let them go. Leave them. Just go.
No, I'm assuming that Hacker's eventually going to see this, so I would like to send a personal message to her. And this is me trying to be nice, okay? I'm not being disingenuous here. Hacker, You and I have had our problems. I would love to sit there and hash it out with you, peacefully, of course. Okay, let's. If you want Captain Jack or someone like Ms. Queen to be a
Oh, I'm
referee,
gonna be there if that happens. I'm going,
as
I'm
long
just
as you're not, as long as you're impartial, I'd be glad to have a sit down with you. Let's hash it out. Let's see if we can't come to some happy medium. And if we can't, well, then let's just try to respect each other. But Hacker, you're being used, and I don't think you know it. And, you know, the disrespect I've had from my real name being doxxed on here, that's disrespect.
Mhm.
Okay?
You were
And the
doing good
person
until
or
you did
persons,
the used part. You were doing good.
huh?
How is she being used?
I really can't. I think she's being used by people. Now, granted, I did the videos on a Facebook page again that nobody in the Oculus should have ever known about. But I was pissed, and sometimes early in the morning when I'm pissed, I don't think straight. And okay, so now I'm remedying that problem. Okay,
So it's
but
something you
here's the
gotta
thing.
fix. Mhm.
Here's the thing. Okay, if people are going to her and starting to tell her about me and she doesn't like me, which I don't care if she likes me or not. I'm not here to please everybody. I try. I don't always succeed, but I try. So here's what I'm saying. If she doesn't want to hear more about me, then tell these people that are trying to stir up the trouble, let me have my therapy page. Let me talk with what I want to talk about. And the people that are stalking my Facebook page, yes, stalking my Facebook page. Ugh.
Every time he says Facebook, he gets muted, which I don't. I've never gotten
I
muted.
don't know. There was a program that was done about 6 or 7 months ago, and I got to figure out how to take care. A little gray menu comes on. It says now listening, and I guess I'm supposed to give some verbal command. So anyway, F book. Okay. Then the people that are stalking, yes, stalking my F book, stay off my F book. You don't want to hear what I have to say. And not everything I say is negative. I've been talking about my radio station lately. My numbers in the past 4 weeks have gone from 289 in a 30-day period to almost 600 in 4 weeks. Now, that's about 19 listeners a day. I know that's not a lot, but it's more than 9 that I had 4 weeks ago. So my B-rated radio station that I was called that I had is growing. I have major cities that listen to. I'm happy about that. I have major cities that are listening to me.
19 fucking people, but he has major cities.
I heard that, Electric Spoon. That equates to about 589 listeners per day, or excuse me, in the past 30 days, and growing.
Mm-hmm.
So I expect to be up to 1,000 listeners in a 30-day period by the end of this month. And if I keep going, well, then, you know, if you want to destroy my dream, that's on you. I don't, don't care. I know what I can do. And I want to share my music and my station and my gift with the world, which part of that gift is my voice.
Read the room though sometimes, because
I know.
All right,
But like
so
I
we're going to
said,
have
Hacker-
to start getting ready to wrap it up.
Okay,
we've
well,
almost
like I
been at
said,
this
Hacker,
a little
I'd
over
love
an
to
hour.
hash it out
got
with you.
Electric Spoon. You got another question. Sorry, go ahead. Hacker, you talking Hacker? Yeah.
Go ahead and finish your statement, Almighty One.
Well, I was finished.
Oh, all right. Electric Spoon, do you have another statement or a question?
Yeah, I just kind of want to point out, like what you just did right there, where I was talking amongst people trying to put together what you're saying. You did that a couple of days ago without realizing I was in the room too. You have a really bad habit of angrily responding to everybody. You're very confrontational. I think that's a lot of your problem. What I would say to you is this, and I hope you listen to me. Just leave Hacker the fuck alone. Walk away. Learn that no means no. It doesn't matter what you guys were beefing about or what your opinion is or what you want. There's you and there's her. There's two people involved there. And what you want doesn't necessarily equate what she wants. What I'm talking about up there doesn't necessarily mean it's something that I'm trying to make fun of you or talk about you or anything like that. I'm trying to understand. Like you say, you had 9 listeners, but you're talking big cities. That doesn't add up to me. That doesn't make sense. The other day when I was in that room, I know who said that you were an asshole. I was standing there listening, and I asked because I was trying to understand. That's what I do. I'm an investigative person. I asked, why do so many people seem to think this guy is an asshole? And you shot across the room. I'm not an asshole, just so you know. And it was confrontational. Everything that you do so far, from what I've seen, not knowing a damn thing about you, is completely confrontational. And what they keep telling you is something that I hope that you take from this when you leave here tonight. And that's read the room. Read the room. Pay attention to how people are reacting to you. And right now, the reaction that you're getting from me should tell you it's time to adjust. Clearly, what you did isn't something that's working for you. Adjust that and don't be confrontational. If you don't like what you hear, ask me to clarify, or don't listen, or walk away, but you don't have to be confrontational and get into an argument or a fight with somebody. It's not worth your time, my time, or anybody else's. Nobody wants to hear our shit.
So in other words, it's okay for you to sit there and down the, granted it might be small, but to me it's a huge accomplishment. So you want to down my accomplishment, and I'm supposed to sit there and not defend my accomplishment, even though it may not be big to you. It's big to me. It's important to me. But you just downed it.
He's stating it. No, he wasn't downing it. He was trying to understand it. I think what you're not.
No, he specifically sat up there and said, "Oh, he only had 9 listeners a month ago."
But do you see your
That's
reaction?
not what I said. But that's not what I said. I said 9 listeners, and he's got big cities. That's inquisitive. That's like, that doesn't make sense. I don't understand that. And she's
Tampa,
exactly
Miami,
right.
Could I
Charlotte.
possibly, Mr. Electric Spoon, could I possibly elaborate a little bit on it?
Yes, sir.
Internet radio is far different than the radio that you're going to get going into an actual station with the big boards and everything. They actually have the giant antennas that have the 50,000 watts of power that go out and whatnot. What he's doing is something I actually used to do many, many years ago.
And
a
I've done
friend
it
of
too.
mine, they had an internet radio where they bought they rented out a server every month. She actually paid $180 a month to have up to 1,600 listeners for her particular station. When I was on, I maxed out, I think it was at 900 listeners. I was on Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. I had the best time slot. But he's, for him, I guess he did it once before. I don't know. His numbers, I guess, were good for once before. Now he's just trying to get it back up. And because of the court proceeding that he's got going on, it's been difficult because in areas where he was big and popular, he can't get back into due to what's going on in court. So, I'm not making excuses. This is just what I understand.
No, I get it. I've done internet radio too, but that's why she was exactly right. Why I was being inquisitive and why I said that doesn't make sense. I've had an internet radio show before,
But not
I've
okay. Like
interviewed
for
some
instance,
pretty cool people too. Listen, hold on, man. What she was trying to point out to you, they've been telling you, read the room. I was being inquisitive. Like, that doesn't add up to me. That I don't get it. Am I understanding what he's saying? And she tried to explain that to you, and you got confrontational again. You've got to stop being confrontational if you want all this shit and all this drama to stop. It's
Okay.
got to start and end with you and your reaction to people. You don't have to react to people, but in my observation, and I'm sorry if you think I'm beating you up, but in my observation, without knowing you, just seeing you the 2 or 3 times I've seen you without talking to you, every reaction I've seen from you has been confrontational. Don't react to people. Don't do it, because you're doing the damage to yourself. I know that you want to say that there's these different things that are influencing you, like getting up early and not thinking right, and medications and health conditions and all these other things. And those absolutely can be influences in our lives and how we react and act in general in the world. But we also need to look into ourselves and read the room as they're telling you, and watch how people are responding and reacting to us. We don't always have to be reactive. We don't have to be confrontational. we can completely ignore things people are saying. You don't have to call me out because I'm trying to understand something. You don't have to react to somebody calling you an asshole. Let them think you're an asshole. Who gives a shit? But the more
see,
you
here's the
react
thing.
to it, the bigger it gets.
Okay, see, here's the thing. There are some things that are being spread around me that are not true, and it's starting to get aggravating. Okay,
Then
and
let it
I'm
be.
allowed to be, but I'm allowed to be mad about it. But there are some things that are being said that are absolutely, inquisitively not true. And then I start meeting people, and I go, "Oh, I hear you're the person that does this, this, this. I don't want to hang around you." Well, no, that's not exactly true. Here's what happened. But people don't want to come up to me and to ask me exactly what happened. They don't want to hear my truth. They want to hear the stories from other people that give one side of a story without hearing my side. Like, for instance, there's a guy up there, Brian, I believe his name is. He has me blocked because a girl named, I can't remember her name. Her name not Spitfire. What was her name? She has
Swordcat.
4 sevens. She has 4 sevens at the end of her name. I don't remember what her name is right off, because she turned around and said that I was doing this. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. Her and I are both from, I
But
believe
see,
she said New
you're
York.
doing it again, though, dude. You just called somebody out, and there was absolutely no reason to do that. It doesn't matter why that person has you blocked or why that person doesn't want to communicate with you. You're being confrontational, just calling him out. Why call him out? Why not just let him be and let him
trying to
ignore
tell you a narrative and a story, okay? It wasn't that I was trying to call him out, but this is what happened, okay? But this is what happened. If I were to say some guy that's up there, you would have been like, well, you're disrespecting him by calling him some guy up there. Just like you sat there and said earlier that I was her and her little friends. So I was trying to be respectful by calling his name out, by giving the advice that you just gave me. So, again, there was a story that was passed around that wasn't true. And now I'm the bad guy.
Yeah, but the point is,
here's what
I'm
I
not.
have to. Am I muted? What the fuck?
No,
Okay,
I can
sorry,
hear you.
I
Sorry, I
have
didn't mean to
really
interrupt.
bad COVID brain. I don't have COVID, but I have really bad short-term memory loss because of COVID. I'm gonna forget this shit. Who cares? Who cares? If someone is telling a rumor about you, let it be a fucking rumor. If that person, hold on, no. If that person does not want to come up to you and talk to you to be your friend because they heard a rumor, who cares? If they don't have the time to come up to you, I'm the type of person that, okay, Captain, I've been told a story by Electric Spoon about Captain. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go up to Captain and be like, hey, look, I know that there's something going on. I heard this. Is this true? If I will make my own decision about that person. If that person wants to get to know you. If they don't want to be your friend, if they're just listening to rumors, let them. Stop
And you
the drama.
just answered my own question. You just answered my own question. If he said something about him to you, you're going to go up
If
to
he
him.
said something,
And
no,
hold
if he said
on.
something-
Hold on. By that same token, why didn't Brian come up to me?
Because he doesn't
He just-
have to. If he
He
doesn't
doesn't
want
have
anything to do with you,
if
let
he
him
doesn't
be.
want to go, yes. If he doesn't
But then
want to
if
come
they're
to you,
going
he
to
doesn't want
spread
to talk
if
to
they're
you.
going to spread rumors about
Let
me that are
them.
unfounded, then that ruins my
cares?
Who
reputation.
gives a shit?
No, it
Well,
doesn't.
back then I did care. Now I don't really care anymore.
If he doesn't want to talk to you and he wants
That's
to say
fine.
whatever he wants to say about you, what's it matter to you? He's got you blocked. Clearly, he doesn't give a shit to talk to you directly. So you
Well,
have
then
no
don't talk
personal
behind
relationship there.
my
So
back
don't worry
either.
about it.
Then
He
don't
can
talk
say
behind my
whatever
back
he
either.
wants, dude. That's the thing. You can't control people. You can't force
you
people to not think or say what they want.
No, fine. Then
I-
by the
if
same
you
token, you
were-
can't. People can't do that to me, but apparently they can.
Well, it goes both ways. You have to understand that there are some people out here in this metaverse that do want to start drama. There are people here that are purposely polling people just to start issues with Captain. Just to start issues. You see how Captain gets sometimes? He gets a little spicy. He wants to make that person's coin go, rusty.
You
But
damn
hey,
Skippy.
Yeah, see, you can't, but you can't let that affect you. If you're letting rumors affect you that severely, then that's when you need to say, okay, look, I need to get off this for a second. I need to take some
Right.
time,
Need to
maybe come back
unplug.
later on. You
Yeah.
need to unplug. Okay, you trying to reel them back in and trying to tell them your side of the story, it doesn't matter. What they've already heard, if they don't care to listen to it because they've already heard rumors, that person, you just need to let them go. Let them go. Because if they don't want to hear it, they're not going to hear it. And then they're going to go over, oh, he talked to me, he tried to do this, he tried to do this. They're going to cause more stuff. It's going to be a ripple effect.
So
Okay,
I'm gonna-
But by
I
the
have
same
one
token,
quick question. Did we lose our cameraman?
No, he's here.
Oh, there he
Yeah,
is.
he's left.
No, I'm here. I'm just filming.
He was-
I'm filming
would
the
just
audience
part-
member while you guys ask
Just
questions.
wanted to make sure because I'm like, okay, well, Queen's the one that's talking, but he's looking at electric spoon. So okay, all right,
I'll
maybe you
just
fell
part-
asleep or something. I don't know.
No, you're
I'll
good.
just
Electric
part ways
Spoon, I've
and
only
say,
seen you a couple times, and I have no beef with you and nothing
No,
against
not
you.
at all.
You know, I respect you, whatever. But what I'm saying is that false rumors that are spread, like the one I told you said about earlier, where this girl Casey Louise has turned around and said something that I'm sleeping with little boys and giving my name out. That's a rumor that can't be spread in the metaverse, because definitely not true. Okay, and that's the kind of stuff that I need to get squashed.
I'm just going to part and leave you with this. The folks that you were pointing up there to earlier, Spitfire and Brian, they're beautiful people. They're really great.
I'm not
friends of
saying they're
mine.
not.
And I know that, but let me finish. And it's a damn shame that you don't get the opportunity to know them because of how you've interacted with people that they know or people with them directly. But that is the world. That's how the world works. We can't
Right,
force
but
people to accept us. And those are the consequences of our actions. If you piss off people that they love and they're friends with and they care about, they're not going to want to have anything to do with you, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. They're going to say whatever they want to say, but at the end of the day, there's no reason for you to give a shit about what they've got to say because you can't control it. Let them be them,
Right,
and you
but
be
to-
you, and just go on, man.
But to block me over false information,
Who cares, dude? You can't.
Who
control
at that
it.
point in my life, I did care. Now I don't.
You can't. There's no point. It's a complete waste of your time and everybody else's time to give a shit about something you can't control. You've got to learn to let go of things that are beyond your control. If it's not something that you can do something about, just walk away and let it be. Who cares?
Well,
This-
then
this
all
is
I'm
a
saying
game.
is stop spreading
Okay.
false information.
You guys have a good night.
This
Have a good one,
Thank
Electric
you.
Spoon.
This is a game. Horizon Worlds is a game. Although we can see, make friends, and have fun with people around the world, which is awesome, by the way, it does not take away from the fact that it is still a game. Your real life, your real job, your real person in real life is more important than focusing on rumors that are in a game. If you
Yes,
hear
but when those
false
rumors carry out into the real world, that's a problem, and I've had to
There-
deal with that.
If it has carried out into the real world, it's because such parties as you and whoever else has done it had allowed it to. If you were to have just separated, read the room, and walk away, it might not have gotten that way. I
Well, there's a
personally do
little
not
bit more
know
to
the
it,
actual. Yeah, I personally do not know the actual rumor, like the actual thing that has happened. But in the long run, if you guys would have just separated and walked away, because all we're here to do is make new friends and have fun in a game, it would not have gotten that far.
Well, I got my loyal friends, and I'm happy for them.
Right.
Then that's good.
Real quick, Miss Plum, if you
Yeah,
have
'cause
a
I gotta
quick
get going,
statement or a
too.
question, because we have to wrap this up.
If all I have to say is that haters are gonna hate, and if you're in a famous person or you want to be famous or whatever, you're gonna have to deal with that, and you're gonna have to accept that because you're not gonna have. Not everybody's gonna love you. If you want to clear your name, then put your name out there. If there's rumors out there, then put your name out there. Let everybody do their own study, and then they'll really know who you are.
I know who you are.
Well, yes, it's only obvious to say who she
Yeah,
is.
my
but I'm not-
account got suspended for 24 hours, and I don't know why, but it's okay. I don't care.
Would it be safe? Would I be allowed to say who you are?
Marijuana.
There we go, Miss Marijuana.
Oh, no.
my
Okay,
very
I'm sorry. I
first
had you
guest
for a
here
different-
on Off the Grill.
I'm
Welcome
sorry.
back. It's good to see you again.
Marijuana, I
So-
got nothing but respect for you, man.
So, Almighty, so I'm going to be ending this real quick, but I wanted to give you the last word to let us know what you're going to be doing from this step forward to make sure that your life can smell
the
as
room.
good as roses as
Sorry.
it can. What
This-
are
this
you going to
smoke-
do to
this-
bring happiness to
This
yourself?
bonfire smoke, it's just out of
Very
my
Queen.
face.
Anyway,
Nuh-uh. Divorce.
come on, Queen. I had to come up with the joke. You know that.
No one
So
served
anyway,
burgers.
And
Or
trust me,
hot
I
dogs.
tried that one and she turned me down as well. So
Well, you know. Anyway,
Oh, well.
look.
Oh.
For those of you who don't know me, please come up and talk to me. I'm really not a bad person. Yes, I'm a little rough around the edges sometimes, but if you say, hey, yada, 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 and we can squash it. I'm not here to be liked. Don't care anymore. I've had enough of the drama, and I'm done with it. Okay? And for those of you who don't know me, please, by all means, come up and talk to me. I guarantee I'm very easy to approach. Okay? I just am. And for those of you in my past, well, I guess that's why they make windshields bigger than the rearview mirror. Quote from Medea.
And then if they are interested in finding your radio station, where do they go for that?
Oh, if you would like to listen to the best music here, there, or anywhere, please download my app, the number one, the numeral one, GEARRADIO. One Gear Radio. Download the one app that grinds your gears, or you can go to us on the website by going to onegearradio.com. What FM stations want to be.
All right, there you go. So, in just my final words for everything is this is a game. Horizon Worlds is a game. But behind each one of these avatars is a real living soul. If you want respect, you need to give respect. And if you want people to like you, then maybe you should treat them the way you would want to be treated, as a good person. And if you read the room and you see that your sense of humor is not going to go over well, don't put out the sense of humor. It doesn't mean you have to leave the room. Just don't dish out that certain sense of humor or a certain attitude or a certain saying. Leave that for some time else. Think before you speak and before you act. The only way that we're ever going to be able to get along is if we can understand one another. We can open up our hearts, truly love, truly trust, and truly be friends.
I love you,
On
Captain Jack.
behalf of Mr. Almighty One and Miss Queen and Shaggy Bro, I am Captain Jack Morgan. Thank you for joining us on Off the Grill. Good night.
You were such a hippie.
Like, dude, that was so beautiful. I'm more full than ever.